All right, let's start a section on tooth formation and development. Earlier, we looked at charts of when primary and permanent teeth begin to calcify and develop. Let's look at how that whole process gets started. I want you to make sure you recognize the name of each stage here, but don't bother memorizing the age associated with each. Let's pull up that diagram of the cap, bud, and bell stage, and we'll point out a few highlights. Looking at this diagram, starting with the bud stage, I want you to note that the dental lamina from which teeth are derived does come from ectoderm. Make sure to know that it's ectoderm, not mesenchyme. You can see how this process progresses as a bump grows in the bud stage and begins to grow around ectomesenchyme. We now have the dental follicle or cap that will form enamel and initiate dentin. The ball in the middle is the dental papilla and will form the dentin and the pulp. As the enamel organ or cap part grows and begins to become bell-shaped, we see the tissues differentiate and the crown shape develop. We can even see Hertwig's epithelial root sheath begin to form. The enamel organ forms ameloblasts, which will produce enamel. The enamel induces dentin formation by odontoblasts. Make sure and know that dentin formation starts first, then enamel. You're going to see that. The developing tooth then goes into an apposition where tissue is being laid down, both dentin and enamel. Maturation is next, as the crown calcifies. Remember, this happens at the DEJ and from cusp tips down. Remember how much root is formed when the tooth begins to erupt? That's right, 50%. Our last section here on tooth components, we've got a lot of good information on the formation of dentin, enamel, and the pulp. Take some time if you have it to read through this, but our video in oral histology covers this very well, so I'm not going to redo it here.